Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie. It's time for more Record Keeper. Today, despite the music, which is the oncoming storm of 3rd anniversary, we have the FF9 event, Resolution Blooms, which for the most part is featuring Freya, and does give some mighty nice single buff to Dragoons in the form of our new 5-star move, but more on that a little bit later. Fucking finally nailed my intro. Fucked up something about the intro like 3 weeks in a row. Nailed that one though. Okay. First up we have the boss rush, which is Tiamat, Tiamat, and Kraken. The first being weak to ice, second one being weak to lightning. Thankfully, or I guess unfortunately, they come with all their really nasty mechanics. We'll see how this goes down. I may be going a bit willy-nilly because it is a boss rush, but let's see if I get punished for that. Alright, anything cool at the bottom? New and cool and different? Terror Flare. Sing me a song. Yeah! Emulator's been having problems, hasn't it? Rad. Alright. We're getting that, what's it called? Sound problems. Every fucking time. I love you, Blue Stacks, but man, you are starting to really show your age, aren't you? Might be in the, is that right? Might be in the market for a new emulator pretty soon. Yep. Might have to hop on Nox. Alright, so Tiamat. So, Tiamat's major gimmick is the fact that she likes to steal your stats. So if you're going for any sort of stat buff for your party, I recommend one that buffs both stats. So that you don't lose your buffs. It's a good move. Of course, apparently T-Mac just missed. That's odd. But thankfully for this, she doesn't move all too fast. The other thing is that she does like throw a lot of stats effects like silence and the like. So be on your toes no matter what. Moving on though. Got Kraken. We have Kraken. Who also sort of carries over the same sort of gimmick to an extent. We're gonna see how much this Kraken has presence is forbidden. Carries over the same sort of gimmick that the I should say version has. Because the comments did say something about the tentacles countering, but I don't know if that's based. Yes, it is. Okay, so the tentacles will counter based on you hitting the main body. Probably based off what kind of attack you use, so on and so forth. Hitting with magic probably gets you water cannon, and hitting with physical probably gets you ink. Meanwhile, that was right. Meanwhile, the legs do get their own turns, as does Kraken himself. Dances would be preferable here, if you find yourself having some trouble. Oh, it seems that Kraken, it's not based on the type of damage, just has chance to counter on both hits. Now both my mages have cool shades. Nice! What? Now that the easy fight's out of the way. Yeah. Yeah, Y'shtol's BSB is really solid. It's very powerful, and my friend. Actually, I would say that, except I don't actually have it on this account. But, moving on to our good friend, Garland. I mean, do you really need to know more about Garland other than the singular line right here? Garland can inflict stop. Be wary. It should also be noted that a good couple of his attacks are tauntable, whereas some other ones are magic loreable. So, adjust accordingly. I fucking love this song. Alright. Here is the rude boy himself. Definitely want to get some debuffs going on him ASAP. And magic breakdown should be enough for his magic based attacks. The scariest non-tauntable physical one that he does is he does his standard physical becomes AoE in the later parts of the fight. So, you know, just have to be wary about that. But for the AoE parts, wave is tauntable, so you can deal with it that way. As is Psychokinesis, also tauntable. They want the good moves to stay relevant in the early fights, so always keep that in mind. It's really not until he starts busting out Flare that we have possibly a bit of problem, but we'll see how much that does completely not completely unmitigated. I did hit it with a magic breakdown, but pretty unmitigated. Now, and there's the stop. Didn't wear any resistances for the stop, so that just goes to show that doesn't hit entirely too hard. The flare is the real danger move here, and I'm waiting to see it. AoE wave does pretty much as much damage as I was expecting it to do. I made sure to be able to mitigate that one enough. Uh-oh. Well. I mean, Record Keeper frequently swaps between normal and high FPS mode all the fucking time. People have been trying to figure out how to keep it in high FPS mode for ages. Thousands and thousands of years. Alright, and he just never used flare. I don't know. Maybe the 60 FPS is perhaps a reason I've been having so much trouble with BlueStacks lately. So, specifically, Trance Kuja is our triple plus. Can reflect himself. Casts Flare Holy and Flare Star. There's a whole lot going on in this fight. Oddly enough, you can blind Kuja, but Kuja has no physical attacks. So, it doesn't fucking matter. I will probably grab a good boy for this one. Because I'm going to try to just not care about Reflect. We'll see how that goes. I think I brought... yeah, I did bring Banishing to remove it because Kuja counters while Reflect is up. But I don't want to have to time Vivi's attacks to Reflect. Yeah, no, actually accurate. If you really want to go ham with Penalty Snipe, there you go. We found the fight that uses Penalty Snipe. Oh my god, I can't click the right. Holy shit. Okay, there we go. That's right. I did it. I beat Death Gaze. Death Guys. Sorry. Proper name. Thank you for the resub, Jordan. Or Strider, God. Wrong names all around. Thank you for the resub. Nearly a year. Getting there. Alright, so I haven't really busted out anything too scary just yet. Pretty much the latter phases bring out an AoE Flare Star flare shouldn't, like the single target stuff shouldn't do too much damage because, yeah, Steiner has a whole bunch of resistances, but the flare star AoE, I do have a lot of mitigation towards it, but I'm interested. County Kiraja, of course, just trying to make the fight go on a little bit longer. Or he can just get stunned. Ah, there's the move. It becomes counter. And it's whatever. Without mitigation, that could definitely probably do some pretty substantial damage, but... well, when you've magic broken, you have Shelga up. But see, this is the real scary thing, is that if you don't mitigate enough, you can start doing it on every action you take. Not to mention extending the fight longer with the Counter Kirajas. Yeah, you're seeing right here how this can be a little iffy. Like, I haven't dead to rights, but on somebody not as kitted out as much as I am. But I'm not gonna die alone. Oh, that sequence. It's really good, like in Record Keeper. Also, hell yeah, Strider. A USB is a USB, as long as it's not, you know, Kishto's USB. But it's still a USB. I can't remember exactly what Snow's does. It might be like a Super Tank Boy one. Ah, and there's the good move. I might take a moment. I don't usually do this kind of stuff, but we may step aside just a moment and take a look at Cyclone Bolt, because Cyclone Bolt is a very powerful ability. Blue Sacks having problems. Hey, Blue Sacks. Okay. Oh God! Oh Jesus! That can't be the right color, right? God. These have been becoming a problem lately, haven't they? Okay. Where's my... Oh, no, my phone's all the way over there. I feel like I need to open this up on my phone. Or somebody... Oh. Who's actually having a time today? Alright, let's reboot this one more time, huh? Oh, okay. Alright, everybody's... You know, it's probably everybody. Like, let's be honest here. As much as some of us don't agree, 13 is a bit popular. So... It's probably like 1,000 people trying to load in to do their 5 pool on 13. Alright, let's just try and focus on the event then. Get in there. Get these things done. Alright, this is cool. Ugh. Let's open up Discord for a moment here. How are you all doing today? I don't really have anything planned. I'm alright. I've had an extremely busy weekend. Are we going to be seeing live pools tonight? Probably not. I think I'm going to save all the five mithrils to be done all at once. Thank you for the follow. Here, during our trying times. Yeah, I have to... Yeah, it's not even going to give me another prompt. I have to shut it down all the way each time. Yeah, we're all kind of having game problems. And then, and then you get this screen when you get through. Finally. See if I can hop in. Alright, I live. Stream continues for now. Yeah, this is taking way too long to open up any menu. So, mainly the big thing that I wanted to talk about real fast was Cyclone Bolt. Cyclone Bolt is gross. Cyclone Bolt is the answer to Blooded Dragoon, or Blooded Wyvern, just not being too fantastic. Like, it's good, but you're ultimately generally losing DPS using Blooded Wyvern. Cyclone Bolt is like, hey, what if you didn't lose DPS? And it still went hard. So yeah, I definitely recommend if you use a Dragoon, hone Cyclone Bolt to like 4, 6 if you're feeling ballsy. Oh, there it is. I don't want to keep like forcing this, but we are midstream. Seems everybody just got dropped. Okay. I just want to hone my ability. You know, actually, because of these problems, I'm gonna hold off a little bit just so I don't like lose my orbs and don't get the ability honed. What's instead? Oh, the servers are shitting. Indigo Blooper. Like, everybody's getting DC issues. As soon as the 5 pool dropped, I disconnected immediately. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna keep going with the event and just try and get this done while the servers are stable. It's an unfortunate session for me to tune in for the first time. Huh. Hi, welcome. We usually don't have these problems. Look. Ah, piss. Is this a DC? Okay. And here's the worst part. Yes, okay. I need to grab Riku USB. Oh my god. Well, this is gonna be a... Oh. Oh, let me get this together while I wait. I'm just gonna make a comment in the Ty Tuesday Patreon chat every time I get DC'd. Oh, now we're in hell. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. The five mithril pool, even with the amount of relics, is pretty much worth it. Well, I guess I die now. It's weird being here in the no sound zone. Hold up. Oh, holy shit. I mean, I wouldn't blame Dina or Record Keeper for that. Like, they're getting swamped. See, like, again, 14 professional game has had issues like this. I mean, the thing I would more complain about is that we're not going to get any recompense for this. Which I guess, like, you could argue, you were just, you know, inconvenienced for a little bit, and that's it. Man, I've never seen load times take this long on the emulator. Alright. I need a Riku USB. Hell yeah, okay. Possible progress. Yeah, just stay persistent. You'll get through eventually. Alright. Welcome to loading hell. Piss. Where is Record Hut? Well, that's gonna be a fun thing to have edited into the video. I think I should have that in the video to memorialize how bad this was. Oofa. get the intro music back up. Oh, hey! Just gotta start that up every time. It fixes it. Hold up. What? Nice! Well, here we are using a potion because it ate my fucking stamina. Hey guys! Did you know? Yeah, pretty much as soon as the stream is done, I'm gonna lose another 60 right here. Oh shit, okay, we're in. That part registered, which I think means we're in the fight at the very least. Oh no, I think it's gonna crash, but I think we are at least in the fight and registered. Oh boy! Okay! 20 minutes later! Like, yeah, I'm looking at the timer. 20 minutes later. In case I end up cutting out of the video, I attempted to load into this fight once, and it ate my stamina. Good times. God, I don't even know, my brain is completely shot. So, I don't know the name of this boss. I can't remember. The big thing that this boss does is status effects. It can stop and slow your people. No. Not stop. It can sleep and slow your people. I went with sleep resistance instead, and Ravulingo. Yes, that sounds about right. I went with bringing slow resistance because you can always knock your characters out of sleep. So there's that. Oh, after 2,000 years, we're finally in the fight. Although it's not doing its AoE sleep or its single target slow move, so we'll see. I guess it just doesn't use those that often. I guess they're not on set turn and rolls, they're just in the randomness of its moveset. It really just kind of feels like a punching bag. It's super not doing anything. Did I just miss? I mean, I guess it does hit pretty hard. Okay. Yeah, it's actually... It has like an evasion or something. Might have to look into that later. Alright, part 2. Hey, Lamau. Alright. Oh, yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna take screenshots. I'll just clip something. Yeah, I'll just make a clip on Twitch and send that in and be like, so this fucking happened. Alright, well, the rest of these are just one fucking stamina, so I don't give a shit. So yeah, we got Maliris, or Marilith, which I'll probably call her. It's Marilith. Mainly fire attacks, does have raining swords, and can cast Reflect on herself. That's really it. She's just damage and fire with a Reflect. Yeah, no, yeah, same Father Wolf. I think I made a very good decision not trying to upgrade that one ability. And just saying, nah, you know what? They're shitting this, like the servers are shitting to bed. I really shouldn't risk this. And then immediately after that, getting 60 stamina eaten and being like, well, guess who today was the smart boy? That's right, baby. It was me. Yeah, it wasn't accessories for me, but I literally got rid of all of my most. I had to keep a couple of them. My 3-star upgraded equipment. I kept stuff like armor for realms that I really don't have any armor. But yeah, I got rid of a bunch of old stuff, and it was just nice to have inventory space. Oh, I will never shatter abilities. You'll see why later this video. Sorry. Okay. I'm doing some window shuffling in the background here. So, there is another strategy for Merilith here, but I'll go over this because I generally don't make a separate video for the I don't make a separate video for Sid missions, which is when I will execute the goofy strats. Alright? So I'm just going to scroll down here. Okay, strong against fire, raining swords. Yeah, Merilith. Element to resist, weak to ice, strong to fire. That makes sense. Stat resistance is 50% each. Okay, yeah. Slow, reflect. Oh. Oh my. Effective stat debuffs. Hello. But for now, let's see just a normal fight against Merilith, and not Clown Shoes. Yeah, servers seem to have recovered at this point. I mean, you know, knock on wood, but we seem steady. So I didn't bring a Protectka to this because, honestly, she doesn't really have too many physical attacks. She has Sword Rain. Oh wait, I did bring Protectka. What am I saying? I wasn't planning on it, and then I remembered that, Minfilia has white magic, so there's that. Yep, and that's why I went an entirely physical team. Because I knew that Reflect was going to pop up, and unless you're using something that pierces Reflect, she can do that just randomly, and way too much of a pain in the ass to try and time around that. However, Blade Dance, huh? Merilith says, my gimmick. Damage. Steiner says, my gimmick. Sword. Now, we do want to keep her physical damage as debuffed as possible, because she does have that good killing move, or on death move, where she just hits your party for a ton of damage. So keeping her attack as debuffed as possible is pretty much your best move to not die straight out to that. Also, I forgot that Steiner summoned the Roaming Warrior, so now he is just extremely go fast. But it looks like we should get through the main part. Now, one thing that we're not actually seeing here, and is that Merilith has a counter Firaga, which is why I made sure to bring a Shelga, but she isn't really hitting us with it. Yep, that hits like a truck. But not terrible. Not terrible. Meanwhile, I need to actually pick something up. Yeah, whatever goofiness was going on with the server seems to have passed. Spellblades. Spellblades is Steiner's gimmick. He doesn't do it well. There we go. External websites. Nope, friend code websites. Global. No. I think that's the move here, right? Let me double check that before I jump in. Yes. Okay. And let's just grab a few of those. And one more. Just in case this goes poorly. Oh yeah, no, the service had a damn time. Like, how bad were they, newbie? I lost 60 stamina. Should get better at that. Ah, here we go. So, oh, I fucking demon before jumping in here and showing the party. The boss is Hades. Weak to Holy. So, does a countdown over the course of the fight, at which point he uses Curse. And Curse is a physical attack that hits the entire party and inflicts debuffs. Now, it's a physical attack, so you can dodge. Doomsday is just a really hard-hitting dark magic attack, so that's whatever. You mitigate that. The other things of note is that he can cast a stop on your party. So you want stop resistance or high magic, you know, take your pick. And Judgment Sword is, of course, percentile. Other than that, weak to Holy, so go to town. Ah, here we go. Nice! Congratulations on being a triple plus, and getting most of the good rewards. Not 9, 11. Yeah, by beating the triple plus, the only thing that you really miss out on is the accessory and the Memory Crystal 3. Which, if you have strong eyes, fucking Rubio wasn't really that bad. I would recommend giving it an attempt. Alright. Oops. I'm lucky I caught that one. To be fair, those two materia kind of look pretty similar, and I think I was half awake when I did this. Yeah, no, good song. Alright, goodbye. There we go. No, not forbidden wisdoms. Give me my physical blink. Where physical blink? Game, please. Like, actually, I follow it. There you go. The noble warrior, Fred. Okay. I mean, honestly, I ended up with better ATV bars this time around. Slam! God, what a good record materia that I love. Not record materia. Legend materia. Alright. Good first turn. Alright, just want to make sure I wasn't still on a fast speed from a while back. Well, he's taking damage, that's what's important. That's about 15k, that's alright. Again, another 15k. The real thing that we need to keep an eye out for is his countdown, and whenever that starts up, because we have to have our button or our finger on the trigger for dodging. Hey, there's our first countdown. Alright, so 3. We could probably just have Yuna be the button presser, since it's a big ass heal. Okay, this comes out faster than I thought. Alright, now we've dodged a number of nasty status effects. Let's get some damage in. You can take normal turns, Hades. You don't have to keep going into charge modes. Huh. This could be a problem. If he stays this aggressive with the countdowns, I might not have enough physical blinks. He deals dark damage to himself. Fantastic. I believe my wall just wore off because he spent numerous turns not attacking. This is going to be something. Yeah, that's what happened. My wall wore off. Oof, alright. This is gonna be close. Alright, so this is going to be Doomsday. Luckily, Swift Blade will give us a good bit of damage. We might just, well, I just fucking stabbed him, left my sword in there. Eat it. Might just beat the breakpoint here. Yes, please keep punching me with your normal moves. Do not go into countdown. It's gonna be real interesting to see the AI routine when we're done with this. Because I'm curious, like, what the percent chance that he goes into countdown is. Because I definitely saw a lot of countdowns compared to videos that I watched. Alright, but Saints Cross should do it right here. Ugh, that was a little close for comfort. Pretty much, like, sure, my health bars were full and everything, but if he had gotten off Chaos Breath, whatever that move was called, and I didn't have a physical blink, that could have been game. Because Chaos Breath does like 1,000 status effects. So I saw this being mentioned in the chat, and I just didn't want to do it during a video cut. Yeah, I saw the thing about the accessory. That is extremely a typo. For reference, let me just bring that up real quick. You know, talking about right here. Yeah, see, it says ice resistance here. But I think if you look at the item itself, yep, it says ice resistance here too. There was an early data mining of that item for global that said ice damage or something like that. Like the same text that it said for damage boosting equipment. Yep, that was extremely typo. It is meant to be a resistance accessory, as most are. Okay, Marilith. Time for clown shoes. So, I'll just get to the required screen and I'll talk while I cut some pictures up. I do need... Oh, you know what? I don't need resistance, so now that I've realized it, I actually need a good boy for this. But now I won't get one. Onion Knight. Alright. I'll take a rando onion. So, let's talk about clown shoes. Let's talk about embracing sleep, bringing no healers. I'll heal when I'm dead. Oops, did that wrong. So, the entire point of this party is to put Merilith to sleep and then go to town. Though Quina does actually have a damaging move, Quina will pretty much only be casting sleep over and over again. Now, is this reliable? No. Sleep has a 20% hit chance. This is extremely unreliable as far as strategies go. Does this trivialize the fight? Yes. And that's why I'm going with it. Away. And we're good. Welcome to the fight. Now, obviously, my damage could be higher, could be bigger. It's really a matter of not really having too many magic weapons for the realm. If I had more, everything would be bigger. But that's the way things go. Merilith takes a nap and gets wailed on. There's really not much to talk about the fight in this scenario because there is no fight. The only downside is I do run out of some DPS pretty quickly. Unfortunately, this strategy does kind of require you to have some decent magic boosting weapons in Realm. Or just, you know, something good for VV. I could have honed Dark Zone again, but as long as I keep hitting sleeps, doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, sleep's a weird status effect. We don't try and think about it too much. The best part too She doesn't do the death move. She's asleep. That's it. Yeah, I am such a fan of that strategy. It's real stupid. Give me those orbs. Wait, new? That's weird. Yeah, like seriously, she walked into the fight, turn 1 got put to sleep, and then died. Again, Fist of the North Star, the Fiend of Fire. Alright. Let's get stupid. Ooh, that's what I missed. Now, I do still need that physical bling. All other chumping aside, that's still a mechanic that will probably pop up. Anytime now. Could really use one. I'm dying here. God, please. Lord Almighty. I followed 5 of you. I've used 1, maybe 2. I forget how that works if you leave a fight. Oh, there we go. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I will never clean out some of my old friends. They are immortalized forever in my friends list. Okay. Let's have fun. They're ready. They're powering up, you see. Oh, fuck. I thought I had the USB on him. Oh well. 2 shields. Double the protection. When you really need to be protected. Alright. Time to get Shadow Realmed. The numbers could be bigger. Yeah, what? Did I just not notice the last time that this fight does not have a background? Ooh, there's the stop. Luckily, I jacked up his mind. Tyro does not care for your stops. Judgment Sword deals percentile damage. Exceedingly rude. Shadow Realm. No. This is 220 difficulty fight, but it is the jump start, which means we all start with max bars. So I just, we go to town. For instance, now is truly time to Shadow Realm him. Be gone. Yeah, it's max bars, but you can't get any more bar. You fight with what you get. god. Okay, hold up. I'm opening up Reddit immediately. AI thread. New. I don't think he's been updated. Yeah, he hasn't been updating the AI thread recently, immediately. He hasn't been doing that for a real long time. I'll have to wait like a couple days to get that AI routine. Yeah, Judgment Sword is single target percentile chance to deal percentile maximum HP gravity. What? I don't know, that just sounds really rude. Judgment Sword is real fucked up. Questions about Hades' weird sprite. No, I think Hades just got long legs. Or it's a robe. He's supposed to be in a throne. Because, like, that's a hand right here. I think he just got long legs. He leggy. And some Bayonetta ass legs. Alright, who's ready for some easy multiplayer? Before we banner review. Rulevy. Do I have anything cool I could show off for 9? I don't think I have anything cool for 9. We'll look at 9, boys. Yeah, I just really don't have anything that cool for 9. Dang. Yeah, I'm also surprised Freya is 99. I think that was in prep for the FF9 Torment. I did it for some reason and I literally cannot remember. So I gotta sell the second chain Blizzaga. Nah, like, I'm solid for 9. Like, enough. I do not... Thank you for the host. I don't care enough to pull for 9. I feel well enough. Hey, Ty. I'm about to pull in some stream people for multiplayer. Hey, guys. We're about to dunk on some easy multiplayers. How many orbs have I gotten? Not many. Yeah, the servers had a big time earlier. The servers really fucking died. Hey. They released a draw that was like 5 mithril. For reference, usually you can do a 10 draw, a 10 plus 1 relic draw for 50. and they released a draw that was 5 for 3 relics. One of them would always be good. So the servers died for a bit. We got a big host coming in. Maybe I'll jump in and do a Magicite real quick or two. Show off that good Magicite stuff. Show some good endgame. Anybody else? Yeah, it opens. Well, that might be all we're getting for the normals. We usually get more for the hearts than the normals, so as soon as everybody's ready up. I'll throw out a sticker. There we go. There's the one. It's all this lightning bullshit. Yeah. Man, it's fucked up that lightning is one of my strongest elemental people, too. She's here. She won't leave. Uh-oh. Okay, one person's in. I mean, yes, the stamps are fantastic. This is still my favorite stamp, and it's why I use it for my alert notifications. It's a good thumbs up from your friend Liquid Flame. Well, time to Shadow Realm this fool. Good game. Sora's alright. No problem. Well, anybody who wants to hop in on the 120. What do you got here? Oh, that big defense boost. Eventually. That will come in handy at some point. Yeah. Yeah, so far I can only do 1 4-star Magicite. I'll probably show that off. Because again, Earthkeeper's a cool game. And for some new people that hopped in, I do want to show off that good 4-star Magicite. That good hard game content. Also known as gotta go fast. Whoop, gotta use a potion. That's right. Lightning stole my stamina. Easegebind. Easegebind, the ice one, is the only 4-star I can do right now. might be able to do T-Mat once the festival runs around. If we get those anniversary banners where you get to choose stuff, I'll probably choose Ayame BSB, and then that should give me the capability to do T-Mat. All right, I'm gonna do a countdown at this point. Still have one slot open. There we go. Oh, hey. Look who's sniping in. I love V-Prisoner always hops into these with the Realm Synergy teams. Also, V-Prisoner just a big fan of Freya. Good girl. Alright, let me slam a shield down. Ah, the tricycle disaster. Double cast! You can't do that, that's illegal. Alright. Time for a good boy, though. I got confused. I thought that was going to be the BSB. God, this stupid boss. PA, please. Emily. I do appreciate how much Emily has gone all in on summoning 6 stars. Alright. Usually, this is the point where I hop over to do a band review after thanking everyone for joining in on multiplayers. But before we get into slightly boring talk about items, about spreadsheets, let's see what the end game of this game is like. Missed opportunity is still one of the best. I don't care what you say. Alright, so, for reference, for, again, people who are new to seeing Record Keeper, a quick explanation. So, these are the current hardest fights in the game. And, Dark was a bad one to jump into. So, Current hardest fights in the game. Right now we have 3-star fights down here. I don't want to actually click it because I'll go into it. And the 4-star over here. 4-star, of course, being harder than the 3. How many of these have I completed? I've done all of the 3-stars, all 8 of the 3-stars, and I've only been able to do 1 of the 4-stars so far. So the gimmick is that each one is based around an element. So you got water, lightning, ice, wind, earth, fire, holy and dark, where the ones on the outside kind of go in a Mega Man circle here, as the little lasers coming out are depicting, and holy and dark oppose each other. These bosses take no damage from anything that isn't the element that they are weak to, and then pretty considerable damage to what they are weak to. But they hit like a fucking ton of bricks. And let's just jump into the only 4-star I can beat, which is Isgabind. So most of you might not be familiar with him. It is a Final Fantasy XIV boss. Isgabind's whole big gimmick is that can paralyze your party and does fly at some point, putting him out of reach of melee attacks. So, nope. Not these guys. Not these. Nope. And there we go. So, here's the team. All based around doing tons of fire damage. Rasmo's here for buffing. Rasmo being the Yell Boy, of course. And Vanille is our single solitary healer. Let's get some good images going on the side here. Just for some easy access information for people who are perhaps viewing the video on YouTube, viewing the VOD, viewing the whatever. Any of those noises that you're hearing right now are me, not you. I am cropping some images, overwriting some other ones. Doing some fast editing work on the side. I love that now in Record Keeper, if I have a host or something, like a bunch of people come in that have never seen Record Keeper before, and I just go, let me show you the end game. I have these very easy, very accessible fights. That I can point to and be like, there they are. This is Record Keeper. Alright. Let's see if I break my personal best. Because you are timed. Yeah, equating Magicite to Puzzles and Dragons team building is pretty close. Also, you get this really stupid, overblown music, and I love it. The drums in this song are fantastic. Fight me. So, the big thing about this team and its build is it's not going to do anything for the first couple of turns. Bartzlock and Rafa up at the top need to build up their bars a tiny bit. And we're going to let Isgabine just sort of do his thing while they all beef up. Let's not be risky here. Reimer Wreath was actually a pretty damaging one. And this could turn out poorly if I hold off on that heal any longer. Now, a thing to note about Magicites is no matter how well you have done on them in the past, never underestimate a Magicite, because it will kick your ass the second you don't respect its difficulty. Chi Device here. Nice! Chi Device has a percentile chance to paralyze anybody, fucking anybody on my team. And there is no way to prevent that. That can fucking happen. Yes, Magicites are extremely... Well, I pressed the wrong button. I guess I die now. But it's time. We're powering up, you see. Pokemon Barts. Oh, fuck. Yep, there you go. You need to respect Magicites. Also, this terrible fucking launch screen. Sorry, welcome to the 13 launch screen. That looks awful. God, it had been long enough that I had forgotten about that screen. Okay, attempt number 2. Graphics is my design passion. So the big thing, especially for my strategy for these, for this one in particular, Vanille. Vanille has an instant heal, and Rasmo, if he gets going, can dole out a bunch of instant turns. So as long as Midgard doesn't do anything too rude in this early parts, I kind of stock Vanille's instant cast full heal for the later turns. But last time we just got really unlucky and got hit by 2 things in a row. Frost Breath isn't too bad. But again, we don't risk it. Respect Magicites. We saw what happened last time. Can I make Rasmo Rapid Yell? If I had the bars, I could. I mean, there is Rasmo's Rasmo has a later move that is Yell 2, Yell Harder, in which he does in fact yell twice. Alright. No whammies, good. Again, anybody can get paralyzed from that one. And then I'm just up shit creek. Okay, so in this situation right here, we hold, 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 hold. The percent chance for the paralyze is like 12. It's really not that high. It's just that you are instantly destroyed if you're hit by it. Alright. Me saying extremely no. Fuck off. Yeah, a status shield is really nice, but generally if you're doing that, you're going to need two healers. I find this strategy works because I get the instant heal from Vanille. So that move right there, I didn't really talk about it last time. So what that's doing is it's giving me a... it's making me do 20% more damage to the boss. That's what that little fire down next to the boss's name is. And now a chain, I should actually kind of explain that a little bit too. A chain, that's the move that Locke did, makes it so every time I hit the boss, this little counter increases a little bit, and every time that counter goes up, I do 1% more damage. So that's why things like Bartz's Rapid Fire Spellblade is super good for just getting the big hits in. You'll note how everybody is doing like almost max damage now, whereas before we were doing like 20Ks. It's a pretty big increase. And because Vanille is a pretty good healer, we can hold off on healing for maybe a turn or two. And now we jump back into that. And there's a little bit of luck here. We kind of hope for a double cast. I'll live. We want a double cast, but we can live without getting it. No, I don't think this is ranged. Oh, hell yeah, it is. Destroyed. Alright, so we may get destroyed in about a second here, because a Savage Frost Breath might be coming up. Oh right, she was using Thrown Weapon. Probably the reason that hit. God, I can't even remember my own team sometimes. I might... Nope. This might suck. Yeah. Respect Magicites. I'll give it one more attempt, but it's kind of getting the point across. Legit thing. And I'm not even kidding on this one. I actually limit myself a bit playing this on the emulator and not on my phone, because on your phone you have two buttons, so you can do, or like two hands, so you can do certain things like way faster. I have to actually like move a fucking pointer across the screen to do stuff on this. But we'll give it one last attempt here. If not, I'll just back out. No need to hit this up right now. It does get the point across, though. Of, like, all the systems kind of intertwining and working in certain ways. Like the chains, the multi-hits, the instant casts. For instance, there's things like this first one right here. The shout that Rasmo's doing is giving my whole party a nice big strength boost, while also giving them haste. The second one he uses, History's Truth, gives them all an attack, a mag, and a defense boost, which works for Isgebind here, because Isgebind is entirely physical. So the defense boost actually helps a bit there, and the further attack boost makes everybody do more damage. But the other thing about History's Truth is it also gives everybody an instant cast turn. So I actually use that to get everybody's big moves off immediately and not have to take multiple turns, or yeah, just about multiple turns, actually building up those things. Thank you for the follow, Megazords. Alright. I'm going to push my luck a bit this time, because what is Magislate but not pushing your luck? Fuck. That was actually extremely the wrong move. That's pretty much a wipe. I'm gonna give it one more attempt, because that was like, I didn't even get the start up there. But, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You get hit with that, that paralyze. You can recover. It is possible. It's just really hard. I haven't been doing Magistrate for like a week or two at this point, because I fucking ground out like 10 of them all in one day last month, and that like murdered me. I was just like, I think I'm done with Magistrate for a little bit. I'm gonna take a little break. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. So I'm not actually super remembering the exact pattern I'm supposed to be doing here. I definitely want to use Vanille's instant heal after he takes off, so that they're at full health when he lands. But that's fine. This will actually go to him. Main reason I'm not using Edge to avoid the starter stuff, because outside of that BSB, which is, or SSB, which is very good, don't get me wrong, he doesn't add anything to the overall damage. Like, that's it. He does SSB, and then benches himself. Whereas other people are adding way more to the team than that. Fire Ninja only get hit twice. That's my big thing. Like, a lot of my damage comes from other stuff. Two in a row. But you see, that is kind of my point. I'm, like, barely surviving on the damage I'm doing. If I didn't have the damage I had, I wouldn't survive the fight. I'd run out of... Yeah, and if I can clear the fight without edge, like, fucking, what does it matter? Like, I'm doing it. It's just harder to do on an emulator because I'm clicking. But I played this on the emulator too. What I really need is Bart to start dual casting. Let's get the wall back up. Everybody's pretty full health for now. Somebody needs to sacrifice a turn at some point. I really can't figure out the binding of shortcuts, so I don't bother. I am, in fact, an idiot. Never forget that. I may be good at video games, but I am an idiot. Oh boy. Well, that right there, I'm going to give it an honest effort, but that may be all she wrote on this attempt. Rip. Let's see what happens. I'm honestly curious. Ah, there it is. Second Savage Breath. Burp. Alright. I'm gonna get a bit of stress out. And then we'll head over and look at banners. So let me just go over here real quick. Yeah, no, like I said, I've farmed Isgabine. It's definitely doable with that team. Just, yep, there's a tiny bit of RNG, which I feel, hey, there's a tiny bit of RNG is the majority of 4-star, which is why I really hate 4-star. If I didn't hate 4-star match sites so much, I'd probably have more of them cleared. Meanwhile, alright. This can be slightly similar. Did I make videos for all sub 33 stars? No, this is actually the only one I can sub 30. Though I really haven't gone back and tried too many of them. Sub 30ing. I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I just really don't care about sub 30ing for the most part. Like, I understand, getting the sub 30 on 3 stars is really good for, like, you know, say, Crystal? No, Major Orbs. Major Orbs and the like, but, God, I just cannot be asked. Nice crit. By the way, if you didn't catch it, the boss hit me the second I hit Wrath on Rasmo. So just fast enough that I didn't get in that nice History's True. I may actually still lose Rafa here. Jesus Christ. Not my night. Oh well. I'll just clear. Yo, Bart, where were all these dual strikes when I was doing Isgavine? My dude. I don't know what I just hit. Okay, good. Yep. Fuck. Yep, still sub 30. Whatever. Whatever works. Blah! I love all the items coming in at once. Just like, blah! We're here. Alright. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, yeah, that's Magic Site. That's the end game. Now let's talk about items. So, aside, just one thing to note. Realms on Parade is occurring, which is a questionable title in any way. These are 5 mithril draws that give you 3 items, one of which is 5 or higher. These are the best value you get for your stuff. Anyway, like, when you consider the fact that by the end of this, if you pull in every one of these, it's 75 mithril, and you get 15 5-stars, when 50 mithril on a normal banner gets you 1 for sure. It's the best bang for your buck. Invest in Realms on Parade. Anyway. Okay. Just need to take that in for a moment. So, first up, Beatrix, USB. The weapon itself has a small boost to Holy. And the verse itself, Rose Finale, is 10 physical Holy. Infuse Holy, raise attack and defense 30%, and cause Holy abilities to trigger stock raid, dealing 2 to 6 physical Holy, mattering on how honed it is. So, you hit with a rank 5 ability, it'll hit 6 times. Super good for just dealing damage, and will really get your chain if you're doing like a holy chain up and going. Just overall, I really like it. I like the chase abilities that are based off of hone rank. The weird thing is, though, if you're using 5-star abilities, that's a lot of orb investment to have a rank 5-star ability. But at that point, you know Beatrix is your girl to use. Also, pretty sure Beatrix is the one that legend dives into dual cast Knight, so fuck. That's some good potential there. Alright, Freya Ultra. Moon Blossom Dragon. I want to say Dragoon, but Dragon. 10 physical wind jump. So note that jump. That will play off of any jump-based record material that you're using, so keep that in mind. A defense resistance, 50% reduction, in wind, so boost wind power, and reduce delay of users' jump attacks. So anything that is a jump-based ability comes out faster. Still has airtime, but combo this with the fact that we just got a really strong ability that eliminates airtime, and her turns are instant. She literally just does not have a charge time on her turns anymore. Fantastic, and really works well with a lot of the new Wind Dragoon abilities that we have gotten lately. Yeah, there's really nothing bad I can say about this. It's really solid. The fucking fact that it's an in wind with a fucking reduce casting time, and a defense resistance down. So you're going to do a ton of fucking damage after doing this. It's really good. Also, there's no elemental booster on that weapon. Gastro Fork. The most interesting thing about this weapon itself, just for me, is chance to stop. Just 20% chance to stop, or maybe not even 20. I think actually stats effects are like 5 or something like that. They're really low, but just chance to stop. But yeah, it's Shout. Yeah, so this is Super Yell 3, right? Yeah, no, it's Shout with a protected shell attached to it. Pretty much at this point, if you still have any Shout roaming warriors that you're following, even in the wake of Onion Knight USB, you're probably dropping them for Quina here for the protect and the shell attached to a Shout. It's gross. It's gross. Quina stop. Quina Y. Also, I can't really show the icon, but it is the cooking mini game from 9. It is Aiko and Quina cooking a meal. Grand Lethal for Zidane. This is super interesting. So, I'll have to leave this up for a little bit, but it's 10 physical wind to a target. Lower their wind resistance, so it gives them that Imperil Wind, that 20% increased damage. And then every thief ability that you use has a chance to follow up with Steel Storm, which is a single hit, so it's not like Beatrix's stuff that hits multiple times, it's just one hit, but that has a chance to also further imperil. Like, this sets up the rest of your team really, really well. Also, the animation, if you can't tell right here, just fucking Zidane trancing and then fucking doing a Hurricane Rana off the top rope. It's very good. There's really not much more I can say about Grand Lethal. It's really fantastic, and it works really well for Zidane. The chases are really good at just setting up the rest of your win team to do a ton of damage. Is Zidane USB the only one with Imperil right now? No. There's quite a few Imperil USBs. An Imperil Chaser? I think so. But that is a thing that starts getting added to more USBs down the line. Durandal, which is Seiken Thunderslash. 8 physical, Holy Lightning, Infuse Holy, enter Burst Mode. Command 1 is Banishing Shock. It is a 3-hit physical Holy with a Dispel attached to it. Very nice in that regard alone. And then Divine Hazard is a 4 physical Holy and increase the damage of Night abilities for 2 turns. So this has the utility of having a 3-hit Dispelling Strike. And then the added utility of a School Booster on her Command 2, which you can easily combo into Assault Drive, that 5-hit that lowers your defense, or you can combo into Divine Cross and the one that's based on your defense, Guardbringer. Holy crap, sorry, I'm having some major brain farts right now. The only downside I can say about this BSB overall is that it's Holy Lightning. There's no non-elemental here. So on an Omni, oh, it's been a day, hasn't it? On an Omni Resist boss, this will be extremely reduced damage. So, that is the major downside of it, but all in all, not too much of a downside. I mean, it's not too often that you see stuff that's both resistant to Holy and Lightning. So, you'll generally end up being alright. Dragon's Crest. We saw V-Prisoner use this during the multiplayer stuff. Deal 8 physical wind, jump, to random targets and temporarily lower their attack and defense a large amount. Enter burst mode. Command 1 is a 2 ranged physical wind that causes jump attacks to land instantly. Command 2 is a 2 ranged physical wind that refreshes ability uses. This is pretty much Kane's BSB, except it's not AoE and it has an attack defense on the entrance. Aside from that, you still have your Blood of the Wyvern effect on the Command 1 on a 2-hit, and a Smart Ether on the Command 2 on a 2-hit. Definitely meant to be comboed with our Wind Dragoon moves. But the nice thing is that because she does an in-element, you can actually combo this into Lightning Dive and everything as well. Yes, and it's great on a character that now has Dancing 5, so she is a super debuffer if you want to run her that way. The Q-Garb, Pumpkinhead. Deal 5 physical ranged to all random targets, sorry, and do a full breakdown. Enter burst mode. Command 1 is a attack defense down on a single hit. Command 2 is a magic resistance down on a single hit. There's not really too much to say about this. It is just an extremely solid debuffer burst. The full breakdown on entrance is really good because it allows you to just run like attack mag on your abilities. And the commands, being dual breaks on both of them, just you can stack that stuff with a lot. Just like super stack everything. Also, yes, as chat points out, the armor itself is a water boosting piece of armor, which is fantastic for Magicite, or really any content that you have a good water user on. It's just odd that it's on Quina, who doesn't deal water damage. Solution 9. Welcome to the Secret King shit of Debuff Mountain. So Solution 9 is a 9 random entrance in wind, enter burst mode. Command 1 is a 2-hit Swift Steel, 2-hit, that temporarily lowers the attack a small amount. I believe this is actually 10%. And buffs the user's attack a small amount. I believe it's actually 10%. Nice, yes. Embrace spreadsheets. So, this stacks with 3 times, both on the debuff and the buff. So, eventually you will be debuffing 30% on most bosses that are break resistant. That's a 15% reduction. And the attack is a 30%. So, you may be saying, but newbie, with the way that buffs and debuffs work, wouldn't this overwrite, say, Power Breakdown and Shout? It doesn't. That is why this is so good. Swift Steel, is it because of the stacking nature of it or something? It is actually its own unique buff. It is the Swift Steel buff and debuff. So, this stacks with your Power Breakdown, this stacks with your Shout. If you consider also the fact that Thief's Offering, Command 2, takes the buff that is on your character and spreads it to everybody in the party, that is the 30% buff that you can just send to your party on top of whatever Shout they're also getting. It's good. It's weird, and you wouldn't expect this to be as good as it is, but it's just really solid. On a boss that can actually debuff you, obviously you wouldn't actually bring Zidane to, say, Tiamat, because Tiamat's wind-based already, but this would avoid Tiamat's damage down. Cloud Fully Dived, EX Mode, in Winded, BSB2, Shout, Wind, and Peril. How much damage would it do? Take a guess. Boundary on the fight, obviously, it differs. But let's say 3-star Magicite. I'd say about 40,000 a hit. Yeah, that sounds about right. Too much damage is really the correct answer, but yeah. Anywho, yeah, Solution 9 is like this dark horse that I actually... Ah, I was close. 37,000. Nice. Solution 9 is this weird, like, not really talked about too much burst that I think is, like, way stronger than people let it off. And then here's BSB-1, which just fills a completely different role. It's 6-range physical, AoE, that imperils wind. Command 1 is a mug attack. Command 2 is a mug defense. That are exactly what they say on the tin. They're damaging attacks that steal attack and defense. All in all, there's not really too much to talk about this one. It just does what it says on the tin. Nothing really special or weird about it. But as somebody that has run it in multiple teams, it does a good job. Especially in fights with multiple targets, that allows you to debuff all of them. Just pretty powerful. And that's really about it. The commands having debuffs on them also allow you to free up slots on your supports to bring, say, you know, Magic and Fool or Affliction. Just having this side character that all of a sudden can do breakdowns is pretty handy. It's weird that the commands aren't wind. That's because this is an extremely early burst. This is one of, like, the first sets of bursts that came out that were like, bursts need to be weird and do all these different things instead of, like, having a theme. Hamlin, Prayer of the Lost, is a Medica for the party that then does a crit chance boost. So, just your whole party is more likely to crit. It's just and then the commands are very standard. You have a single target heal on the first, not instant, but imparts a blink. Very nice if you're also running ninjas in the party who need to keep those blinks up to do a lot of damage. And then command 2 is your standard Medica. Oddly enough, it is obviously a burst built for a physical team. Mind you, you can run it on Magic parties. They just don't get that nice benefit of the crit boost. All in all, I like this one. Again, as this sort of... This used to get a lot of talk. Doesn't really so much anymore because people poot and holler about a lot of different healer bursts. But I like this one for the crit fix attached to a healer burst that frees up the rest of your slots. And again, as I said, the Medica, or not the Medica, Aiko's Aid, the single target, really helps for those ninjas that need to keep their blinks up. Their blinks! The blinks up. Okay, Legend Materia. Let's fire these out. So, Freya's Hat has some wind boost to it. Gives you Devoted Dragoon, which is a small chance to trigger Devoted Dragoon, dealing 2 physical range, wind, and restoring ability use. So... What? Okay, you have to be using a Dragoon ability. Alright, so this just gives her a passive Ether. Yeah, this doesn't really stand out as, like, super flashy and does all this other crazy stuff for you, but it's really cool because it keeps your Dragoons going. In all this, like, the crazy stuff, like, it allows you to make her last in very long, drawn-out fights, or to use Sky High without having to hone it, which is stupid. Sky High is a really dumb ability, but it hits extremely hard. So being able to utilize that with her doing this and restoring the uses on Sky High is very handy. And just in general in a vacuum works really well. Oh, we seem to shift over one, shift over two during that. Silver Fork, chance to slow because Queen is an odd one. Begin the battle of Last Stand and temporarily gain major regen. I'm not floored by this. It's Last Stand. That exists. Yes, Queen is... Ah, okay, yes. Ah, alright. So chat is informing me, because I don't keep up to date with every single Legend Dive. That is mind-boggling for me, personally, how people do that. I have a spreadsheet for that stuff. Spreadsheets! But Queen's Legend Dive is a trance that gives them 20% to stats and 2 soul break bars when they trigger it. So that is the synergy with this, the Last Stand, which is pretty much means you can hit Queen as hard as you want at the start of a fight. The Last Stand will trigger. She enters trance and then gets 2 bars right at the start. So that is a way to give Queen 2 bars without having to put a record materia on her. Extensively giving you 3 uses of Dr. Moggs. So, yes, okay. Utilizing that with the trance, I can actually see the use of this. Outside of that, it's a little weird. If you don't have Queen of Dive and you get this, it's a little weird. If you don't have anything for Queena, it's even less good because it's like, it triggers this way, and you go, but I don't have anything for Queena, so, But yeah, that's a really cool interaction if you do actually have something for Queena. Situational, I will rank that one. Okay, so... Beatrix's armor here is a holy booster, with a moderate chance to cover physical damage taken by allies, reduce the damage that you take a small amount. Cover materials are weird, but as always, I'd rather them be on armor than be in the Legend Dive. This is a good bonus on an armor, just like, hey, I'll take this and just toss it on her. Rather than going, I will spend all of my 5-star motes to get this. So yeah, I think that's alright. Zidane gets a moderate chance to reduce delay of the user's actions for 1 turn when using thief abilities, with a small wind boost. Just good. Yeah, just solid. 100% solid. And really nothing more to say about that. Zidane synergizes with fucking anything he does. He does? He doozes? He doozle. Anything he does that synergizes with. So, yeah, that's alright. Anywho. Actually, let's give that quick full overview. The USBs are all great. I love all the USBs on this banner. I don't hate any of the BSBs. They're all really solid. I think the worst I can say is Stellar Circle is a little outdated. That's about it. Again, Queena's is only great if you have something for them. Otherwise, it's a little off. The other Legend Materia are fantastic. well, I don't know if I would call Undying Loyalty fantastic, but it does the job. So here comes Queen of Legend materia. I live this day. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. So, Soul Splitter. Splinter. Splitter? Splitter. Yes. There's no N in there. Deal 10 Magic Dark, non-elemental, to one target. Temporarily infuse the power of Dark. Enter Angel of Death EX mode. In Angel of Death, grants up to moderate ability boost to the user's darkness abilities and triggers Ultima 9 when the EX mode ends. So this is similar to things that we've been seeing recently with, like, say, what's his face? Alphanod's 6-star. Thank you for the follow. Where he enters an EX mode that boosts his school damage, so in this case it would be Darkness. And then at the end of that EX mode, he unleashes a big old attack that does a ton of damage. Oh, piss! You know what I just noticed? Fuck! My tiny cactar wasn't here the whole stream. Anyway, so yeah, it's pretty good in that regard. It's going to do a lot of damage in Dark Weak fights, and then the burst at the end is very nice. I think Beyond the Twilight is new as well, but aside from being a staff that boosts fire, very nice. Hey, thank you for the follow, Echo. So it's 10 magic fire, non-elemental, to one target. Infused with fire. Raise the user's magic and resistance 30%, and cause black abilities to double cast. So, this is Hungry Cast, which means that every time Vivi casts a black magic ability, he casts a second cast of it. Oh wait, no, this isn't Hungry. Which one is the Hungry? Is it the USB or the Trance? Trance is normal double cast. This is Hungry double cast, right? I think so. I think that's what it is. Okay, the USB is Hungry. So what I mean by Hungry double cast is while he's in EX mode, he double casts every time he uses a black magic ability, but he uses up 2 ability uses. So if you have 10 uses of an ability, use it, he casts it twice, and you have 8 afterwards. Pretty much he just burns through your uses way faster to DPS. And yes, as chat is pointing out, his Trance has a 50% chance to non-Hungry double cast. So you can triple cast if you enter Trance mode and then do this. It's dumb. Vivi is a very small boy that can do a lot of damage real fast. Speaking of Trance, Trance Ramu. 7 summon magic lightning. Hoofa. That's a lot. Attacks all targets, temporarily infuse the caster with lightning, raise magic in mind of all allies a moderate amount, periodically use Storm Retribution to deal 2 summon magic lightning to all targets. So, this is the thing that I have lovingly been calling passive summon. What it pretty much means is that she enters this EX mode, and just over the course of being in that EX mode periodically, fucking Ramuh busts out and hits twice to everything. So you can have her cast this, start casting like Bahamut, Dolly Armanda, and while she's charging up those moves, Ramuh pops out and does a bunch of damage. It's just a DPS gain. On top of the infused with lightning, that's going to deal more damage. And the Mag Mind buff to the party is also really fantastic. And yeah, that's the other really huge thing that is somewhat understated with this at times. So, with the infused lightning, and also sorry for punching my headphones, with the infused lightning and the damage on the entrance, you think, ah, it's a DPS break. But really, you can run Garnet as a healer and cast this, and then she's just doing damage while she's also healing, which is stupid. I really like this. I really like Trance Ramuh. It's one of those things that I really wish I would land. Excuse me. Demon's Rod is an OSB. It breaks the damage cap, can hit for 5 9s, and does more damage if you're doomed. The rod itself has a dark boost, and that's about the most I can say about this. OSBs are gonna OSB. I don't hate them, it's just an OSB. OSB out of 10. Perfect. That's my ranking I will give to every OSB. It is very gross because it has a higher multiplier than normal if he's doomed, but it's still just an OSB, it's just damage. Force Symphony is 8 Magic Dark, non-elemental, to random targets, temporarily lower dark resistance, and grant haste burst mode. Command 1 is a 4-hit single target, more damage if the user is doomed. Command 2 is a 2-hit AoE, more damage if the user is doomed. Like a lot of Kuja's various bursts and breaks and what have you, his multipliers are way higher if you have him doomed, because his whole thing is a being with a timer on his lifespan in the game itself. So, this is a pretty good darkness burst, purely because it has very high numbers if he is doomed. It's solid. Magic Fury is 6 Magic Fire, Lightning, Ice to all targets, raise the magic and resistance of the party 30%, enter burst mode. Command 1 being 4 Fire, Lightning, Ice to one target. Command 2 dealing 2 Magic Fire non-elemental to all targets, and having a defense magic bargain, which means he raises his magic at the cost of his defense. This is good. The party-wide buff on the entrance, as well as the bargain, really allows VV to be pretty self-sufficient, and the Command 1 hitting 4 elements, though giving it a lower multiplier because of that, is very solid for doing damage to a lot of different enemies, because he can just adjust to the situation. Not a whole lot to say about it past that. I don't think anything's a little odd about the multipliers on this, other than what I mentioned. It's just very solid across the board. Trial by Lightning. Aside from being... hold up, I gotta sit up. Aside from being a lightning boosting staff, Trial by Lightning on entrance gives an attack magic 30% boost, imperils the targets, and enters burst mode. Now, we haven't seen any of these for a very long time, so, and again, I do believe we still have maybe some new people here, so let's explain summonings. So, Command 1 will restore a moderate amount of HP to one ally based on their max HP, so it's a percentile heal. It will grant the caster Summon Strike. If the user has Summon Strike and uses Command 1 again, instead of a single target heal, it deals 2 Summon Magic Lightning to all targets, and is percentile heal to the entire party. Command 2 is a 4-hit single target. If you have Summon Strike, it's 5 hits. So Summon Strike is a passive that you gain from casting Command 1 that changes the way that Command 1 and Command 2 act. A bit more for Command 1 than Command 2, but casting Command 1 again dismisses the summoning. All in all, it's actually surprisingly solid. It allows Garnet to sort of do some backup healing while dealing damage, and the attack mag boost and lightning reduction in peril on the entrance is nice. It's very good. It's very supportive to the rest of your party. Knight's Oath. Steiner comes out with 8 physical fire, lightning, ice to one target, raises his defense a large amount, and pulls in single target, physical, and black. Command 1 is Elemental Blade, dealing 4 physical fire, lightning, ice to one target. Command 2 is Elemental Threat, dealing 2 physical fire, lightning, ice to all targets. It's a workhorse. It doesn't really wow me in any way. But hey, it gets the job done. And that's really what Steiner is a lot of the time. He's never going to outright wow you, but he is adjustable to a lot of situations. And the Sentinel on the entrance is useful in some fights. Yeah, what if a Spellblader had a Knight BSB? That's the perfect way to summarize it. How are the multipliers? They're okay. They're a little lower than normal because it hits multiple elements, but it's still... The really big thing here is that you can bring him to a lot of different fights. And that's where it stands out. Oh, who? Wow. Who's Marcus? Marcus fucking comes out of nowhere with Poison Impulse. 6 physical wind, poison to all targets, lower their magic and defense 50%, enter burst mode. Poisoned magic, deal 2 physical wind poison, and reduce magic 50%. Poisoned armor, same defense. What is Marcus? Here's the game, not really sure what they want Marcus to be. Is he a thief? Is he a support? Is he poison? Is he wind? We don't fucking know. But yes, all that aside from the weirdly we don't know what we want to do with Marcus, it's an extremely solid support BSB on a thief. The fact that it has a stacking magic and defense in peril, it's actually really good. Like, you'd be surprised. Consider the fact that he can also steal power and then use thief moves. Yeah. Oh boy. I don't know how I like these new banners that have way too many BSBs on them. Fists of Flame. 6 ranged physical fire to all targets, grant burst mode, and in fire. Command 1 is 4 ranged physical fire, where crits deal way more damage than normal. Command 2 is 2 ranged physical fire AoE, where crits deal additional damage. It's very standard of the road. What if we did Rafa again, but worse? Is an extremely good way to put it. I'll bet you the multipliers are maybe a bit higher, but probably extremely slightly. And overall, I mean, if you don't have a good Monk Fire Burst, this will fill that slot for you. But yes, as the chat put it, it's Rayfus Burst but worse, because it doesn't have the bargain on Command 2. If you can get a crit fix on him, it'll do a ton of damage, and that's about it. It's good for the Infire, 2-chain into Blazing Rush, or Fires Within. Alright, Kuja Record Materia. Start in Dark. Solid. 100%. This change into Darkness moves, it changes into a lot of his breaks and bursts because he's Darkness. You don't really need much more than that. Infused Dark is always good on Darkness users. DV's Hat. Deal significantly more damage with black magic abilities, but increase their casting time. This is weird. I can't remember if Vivi gets any quick cast stuff. He does get, he obviously gets a bunch of dual casting stuff. And I guess he gets cast speed boost in his trance. Well, there you go. You combo this with his trance and he is good. Also, this just comboed into like anything, like once you have the Hungry double up. You consider the fact that, like, yes, this increases his casting time, but overall it's a DPS gain sort of thing. It's interesting. It's like a really interesting Legend Record Materia that is more than I can say for a lot of them. So overall, yeah, I like it. Noble's Resolve. Increase stat buff duration. This is good for her if you have anything for her, because a lot of what Garnet does is stat buffs. It's weird. You don't really think about it because there's a lot of summoning mixed in there, but there's a lot of stuff mixed in there. Like, pretty much any one of her breaks has a stat buff on it. So overall, if you have something on her, this is very nice. And again, this always works with roaming warriors if you don't land anything for her. So there's always that. Small chance to temporarily lower a target's fire resistance, a small amount when using Spellblade abilities. Well, at least these are type Spellblade. I believe his BSB-1 isn't type Spellblade. And honestly, I'm always so, like, I hate these ones. They ask you to run a very specific setup. Blarg. I hate this. But whatever, you know. If you land this and you run him with his, guess, Blazing Twin Strike, Blazing Quad Strikes, it's whatever. I don't know. I'm so iffy on this one. Yeah, it basically throws his tri-element thing out the window. And that's what I don't like about it. If this was like chance to imperil the element of the Spellblade that he hits with, I could see that being like way more useful and works way better with him. But then I guess that would be too strong. And then says that when he realizes that fucking Bart has chance to triple cast. Whatever. Just make the hit chance lower. Overall, you know, like, I like the 6 stars on here. The BSBs are all pretty okay. Except for this one. This one has problems in just being inferior to something else. And most of the Legend Relic Materias are good. Overall, it's a good banner. These were 2 really strong banners, and you know, maybe they moved it around because anniversary's coming up. They just wanted to say screw you to people. But that's the thing. Yeah, I really don't like Amarant. It's really true. Oh. Am I going to do the parade draws or did I do it already? I'm going to do them all at once. So pretty much I'm going to wait for them all to be out and then just do a countdown. But, oh god, my eyes. Sorry, I forgot. Let me just get this all switched back for end of video. God, why? Why this? Why this? So that's it for the FFA event, and oh shit, I don't know what event is next. Line. I'll probably just redo this outro. Anybody know what event is next? Guide site. God, I had the calendar on the other computer. $5 or $12. Oh, are we really just not sure 100%? Okay, it's 5. Alright. So, that was it for the FF9 event. It was overall not too rough. Hades could get a little tricky, but that's about it. Next time, we have FF5 with the boys. The boys are back. The boys are back in town next time. So I'll see you then.